staff member who looks into day-to-day administration of our activities. So that was my comment.
Well, thank you so much. That should be the last one. We have less time, but all right. Yes, please.
Thank you. Mine is to seek guidance. There were several issues that were brought before this August meeting, and Moses Boalatum from the Parliament of Uganda. They were issues that were brought before this August meeting, and I would hope that we are very specific on the issues brought before them to guide, such that we know what action this meeting has guided. Specifically, I noted a few of them, decoupling the roles of Secretary and Treasury. What does this meeting say about that? On the idea of the dollar account, are we getting the go-ahead now or is it later? On and specifically to transfer the location of that bank account. This meeting needs to be guided further that because of the technical hitches of having an account in South Africa, it would not be a good idea to transfer it to another bank within South Africa. So the idea is to move it out of South Africa where the hitches are not that, but care being taken to make sure that there are safeguards consisting of 2 members of ESCO and 1 from each block. We also need to be very clear about what this meeting is telling. We need agreement on that, and the issue of also incentivizing members of ESCO, by example, waiving maybe their fees for attendance. So I needed us to be very specific on this and any other matters that have been brought before us, such that we're very clear about them. Thank you.
I believe that delegates have heard what he said. There are several proposals that have been made within, and responses that have been given by the table here. What do we say about them? But we still have less time for us to catch up with some other items on the agenda for this session. So I still have to be a bit harsh, at least for us to make progress. But I only have one last comment from, is it Steve? Yes, please.
Thank you, moderator. Just to suggest the comment made by Mr. Moses Boalatum, we could have, we could take the style of the House on those issues, just to have consensus from the members. Maybe you put a question and members vote. We can unanimously pass that or reject it. Yeah, for example, those items, yeah, as enumerated. But this morning, I think the minority leader spoke very passionately about taking the Hansard to parliamentary gatherings, conferences like CPA, like CPC, IPU, and so on and so on. Maybe that could be one of the items for which we can take a decision here, and it is communicated to the various parliaments. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes, please. I think you can come in.
From my understanding, what Moses said was listing whatever we agreed in the executive committee, presenting it before the conference for us to make a decision. So I would propose that we can have space, maybe think over it, and then we have space maybe sometime tomorrow, and then we vote or discuss each of the items which has been listed for the conference to make a decision on that one. Mr. Ntete, your comment is noted. Okay, we are proposing that whatever has been presented or listed for your consideration can be handled on Wednesday, briefly after the program on Wednesday. So the program ends at 4:30. We can make adjustments that the program may be within that program. Before 4:30, we can take a vote and then decide on most of the things we have listed. Is that agreeable? Yes, please. So that maybe we progress and then run through today's program. Thank you.
I really thank you, the President and the Treasurer, for taking those questions and suggestions. Can we have a round of applause for, thank you so much. You may go, please. We move quickly to item number 3. That's proposals for next hosting of a function like this one. That's CHEA. Now we take volunteers. Can we have at least, for us to move with time, but at least as well for those that are very free, specifically Parliament, at least to make, to volunteer in this case. We may vote yes, but we can have volunteers as well for the next hosting of CHEA conference. Uganda, perhaps? Of course, I can see Lesotho as well. Pardon? There is a question as to which region it must go. So let's first of all address that question. Please, one of the members in the Executive Committee. Yes, Euphrates? Okay. You have a suggestion, yes.
I suggest, in as much as now it's in the west,
Yes.
then it goes straight to central Uganda, then
Yes. Yes. Can we hear this? Yes, Euphrates? Yeah, she's being provided with the same.
Thank you. We started in Southern. This was Swatini. And we went to Eastern, which was in Kenya. And we went to Malawi, this is Western. It's supposed to be islands.
So it is supposed to be islands now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Idrisi.
as lawyers will say, the law is made for men, not meant for the law. We're having difficulties. Even the islands, they couldn't attend. Even the islands, they couldn't attend this conference. Are they here? So we need a country that is willing, committed, and ready to host. If you follow the constitution that way, and trust you me, it will amend appropriately in Accra here. The constitution will be thoroughly reviewed. So please, feel free. I know there are concerns, but this conference will not leave concerns. But this conference will not leave without rewriting the CHEA constitution. That will make it fit for purpose. Make it fit for purpose. The original one was to make it take off with over 13 years. The original one was to make it take off with over 13 years, right? Euphrat, how many years now? 13 years. So we've left the childhood stage. We are now adolescents. So as we move into adulthood, we should be ready to do what adults do. The constitution is a problem now. We'll amend it. I know concerns are about the constitution. And then the issue of the accounts. Our good friend Moses is very worried about that. And by Wednesday, we'll move the necessary motions, get them amended, and then we'll have a modern constitution for CHEA. So please, Kenya, you have a good delegation. You hosted in 2018. Moses, you nearly hosted CHEA International. So if you're able to host CHEA International, you should be able to host CHEA Africa. You should be able to host CHEA Africa. So please, please, please. You should be able to host CHEA Africa. So please, please, please. We will need a host. I had the best of support from Mr. Banda. Ask me, I also do the same, because there is no way the next week I will not be willing to provide all that is needed. So please, I know you may need to consult with your principals. Some of you have already done that. We need a firm host. We need a counter that can host. The constitution amended accordingly to take care of the nagging issues regarding CHEA. So please, let me see hands. Let me look at Moses first. Moses. Moses. I want Uganda to host. In fact, I've already booked my hotel. Yes. Uganda should host. So please, let's hear from the editor, Moses.
This looks like an executive directive. So Uganda is open to host. This should not limit any other legislature. I was still contributing before you started. I'm saying it should not limit any other legislature, but we are open to hosting. So we welcome any other interested parliament to express interest. Uganda is ready and willing. Thank you.
All right. There be no any other. Oh, there is. Or you want Ghana to host for the second time? No. So Uganda has offered to host, and I believe we should clap to that. And then please let us do the necessary work. You got the notice. At least we have 2 years notice for them to host. If you have the budget for it, for your attendance, please do now. So that when you get there, you will not be found wanting. Let's do the necessary things that we need to do, put it in our budgets, and then get the date right, do it, and our principals will always they will give us approvals. And my advice is that let's try and get the reports and send to your principals. The issue is that if it is more than 10 pages, they will not read. So make sure at the first page, give the summary, executive summary of whatever happened here. And then for the benefit of yourself and your officers. So we have a host now, and I'll bring back the microphone to our moderator.
Thank you. Well, we have the host, like he rightly says. Now, I quickly have to invite the outgoing president to make his handover notes. Just 3 minutes. The incoming president, please be ready. Soon after him, you come over and make your acceptance speech. Thank you.
Colleagues, it has been a journey from 2022 October to this time. And I happily usher into office my brother, Haj Adam Idris. But before I do that, let me tell the conference that Adam has been quite instrumental since the passing on of Mr. Harold Hubert. He was a bit skeptical as to whether he could be able to host the conference, but I kept on pushing him, having known how interested and innovative he is to run the affairs of the association. So as I shall be handing over, I'm so sure that I'm leaving office to a very capable gentleman, an astute lawyer, who should be able to also assist with revising our documents and other things and steering the CHEA for the next 2 years. So without much ado, can I invite my brother to come forward for a symbolic handover of the presidency to Haj Adam Idris. Can you come forward? Colleagues, I'm handing down 3 instruments. This is a symbol of authority for the CHEA presidency. This has been mooted after we have noted that for the past several years, we didn't have any symbol. So we felt that as a symbol of authority, there should be something binding to the president. So the first instrument I'm handing over, it is this symbol of authority. Secondly, in the course of carrying out his duties, he shall be able to refer to the Constitution and also handle the Hansard as a document which is binding to our association. So I'm handing over this copy to him as a symbol of our work we do as the production of the Hansard report. Cognizant of the fact that he shall be doing a lot of writing, I give out this one as a symbol that he should be active in writing member parliaments and make sure that we are up to date. Colleagues, thank you so much for your attention, and brother, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Mr. Steve Banda. I also call you Mr. President. Once a president, always a president. All right. So let me first of all thank Mr. Steve Banda, the president, for steering the affairs of the association for the past 3 years. It has not been easy. We had to have the last term, the term extended in the past year, events that were beyond the control of each and every one of us. I am taking over the presidency of CHEA at a very, at a moment that the association is going through some transformation. Mr. Banda has done his part. Over last week, we were able to go through our strategic plan. He set up a number of committees that work on a number of issues. The association managed to get a website that we intend to launch on Friday. He was able to host us in Malawi in 2022. And then he also gave me the support. And with the help of my colleagues and principals, we are able to host this conference that is currently ongoing. And I also intend to do same to the incoming host, Uganda, which automatically assumes the position of the vice president. So Moses, congratulations. As Mr. Banda indicated, I really have some ideas, some innovations that I want to put forward. Now I need the support of each and every one of you. We don't really have time because the Constitution has said that a lot of changes can only be done by amending the Constitution. And the Constitution can only be amended by delegates, not by executive committee. And we meet once every 2 years. So if you fail to do the right thing in Accra now, we have to wait for the next 2 years. I cannot paint the picture any brighter. So I humbly propose that please look at the Constitution. It's not too big. We'll share it on the pages again. Madam Secretary Yufra, please do that. Share it on the WhatsApp page. Let members have it. Look at it. Propose amendments. Share your proposal so that Wednesday, when we meet, we will take those things, put them to vote on them, and then have a new or amended constitution to work with. I am deliberately indicated this now because we may not have the time to debate the need to have a reviewed constitution. Let me also commend the other executive committee who worked for the past 3 years. You did your best, and we really appreciate that. We thank you so much for your work. Definitely, some of you will be staying behind because you represent regional blocks, and some are also positions that you got by virtue of the Constitution. We may not tamper with those unless there is a constitutional amendment. I will end my brief remarks by inviting Moses to introduce him to the plenary as the Vice President of CHEA. Moses, please come up stage. As Moses walks to the stage, all we need is cooperation from each and every one of you so we have a very successful tenure as CHEA executive. Moses, congratulations. He's a de facto Vice President of CHEA. And we hope to give him the necessary support to have a successful conference in Uganda in 2027. At least allow me 2 years so I can do. Congratulations, Moses. Thank you. Congratulations, Moses. Thank you. I've been asked to announce that this evening, the Akwaba night. I hope by now you know what Akwaba is. So the Akwaba night will be held here at Alisa Hotel. And please, you have your cards, your invitation cards are in your souvenir packs. Please come along with those cards, and then you'll be admitted. The time is indicated, I believe it's 6 p.m. So we need to close, 7 p.m. We need to close now so that we can go and prepare and come back for the Akwaba night. What are the MCs? Thank you so much for your time, and see you later.
Please, let's do it better for our president. I'm very comfortable now because I have the president with me. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for the day. I know it's been such a long day. We thank you so much that you've not left to your rooms. You stayed through to this time. You deserve a round of applause. Give it to yourselves. We'll quickly discharge you to go to your various hotels and then maybe take a moment to relax a bit, and then you dress up for the cocktail this evening. I'll be expecting you. See you in the evening. Have a blessed day.